ThePopularOutcast, and I'm back in here with another video. And today's video is about to be a story time. I'm pretty sure I already read the title, man. This story is about to be the story about how I got suspended on the first day of school. This video is dropping on a Friday, September 6th. 2019. This happened literally just yesterday, Thursday, September 5th, 2019. Like this, I literally just got suspended yesterday. In New York City, school starts on September 5th. Yesterday was my first day. So we about to get into how all this pretty much happened. Like I'm still suspended right now, but the case just got dropped and I'm probably gonna be back at school like early next week, Monday, maybe Tuesday. But we about to get into how this whole situation even came about in the first place. Alright, so boom. What? Alright. How do I start this off? Alright, so boom, I wake up, you know what I'm saying, do my little routine or whatever, get ready for school. I was gonna drop a back to school video, but mad people was doing it, and plus I didn't feel like recording after what happened that day. But that's whatever, that's besides the point. Y'all not gonna get that video, but y'all are getting this video, so be grateful. So basically, I was on the train, you know what I'm saying, recording what I was doing when I was filming the video. Finally got to the school, got in there, and we go through scanners. So now with the scanners, you have to, you know, take off belt, take anything metal out your pockets. You don't gotta take off chains and earrings and stuff, but you know, it's like assures yourself like more safety, like they won't have to further check you. So you just take off all your belt and all that. You take the bottles out of your bag because when it shakes in the machine, it could like mess up the readings or whatever. So they do that. And the guy makes a face when my bag goes through the machine. Like when I walk through the scanner, like the big like airport rectangle scanner, fine. But next thing you know, when he looked at the bag, he made like a face. So then he looked at it again. He was like, "Give me your bag back." I gave him the bag back. Nothing to hide. So he runs it through again, and he says he saw the same thing. So he's like, "Oh nah." He called another security guard. He was like, "Hey, excuse me, come here real quick." And he called her, and they took me to like a little room, like not too far from scanning, but still it was like a little bit ways away. Like it was in like a little private corner section, whatever. So then, what's it called? They took my bag in with me behind me, and they told me to sit down. I sat down, and it was like a whole big like array of like the security cams and stuff like that. I'm guessing that's where they do surveillance at or whatever. So son empties out my whole bag. I'm talking about he looking through textbooks, looking through my binder, looking at every single pocket available on that bag to try to see what was he seeing that popped up on the scanner. And he kept asking me like, "Do you have anything in your bag? Do you have anything in your bag that you sure you didn't take out?" I'm telling him like, "Nah, bro, go through the bag. Like it's nothing in there. Go ahead, help yourself. Do whatever you gotta do." You know what I'm saying? I like that y'all on top of it, but y'all not gonna find nothing because I ain't bring nothing. Like they know I'm not that type of kid to just be bringing weapons or whatever into the school, or even though going past scanners that I know that are there, because I've been going there for 3 years and this is my 4th year, I'm a senior now. Like I've been doing this for mad long, so why would I intentionally bring a weapon, a deadly weapon, through the scanning? That makes no sense. But you know what I'm saying, I'm telling them like, go ahead, go through the bag, do what you gotta do. And then they finally empty out the whole bag, they ain't find nothing. So they run it back through the scanners, and meanwhile I'm just sitting back in the room waiting or whatever to happen. Then she comes back, the security guard comes back with my bag, and she reaches in the side pocket, and guess what she pulls out? She pulls out a like a medium, like it was like a medium-sized box cutter. Mad rusty, mad. It was like metal rust. It was rust on the blade. Like it was just dirty, disgusting, and it's something I wouldn't even have on my character. So she pulls it out the bag, and then the assistant principal pulls up to see what's happening, and then she grabs the box cutter from the security guard, and she looks at me. She was like, "What's this doing in your bag?" And I'm like, I swear to God, I do not know how that got there, because I really don't know how that got there. Like, I didn't walk in with no knife. I didn't buy the bag with a knife in it. So it's like, where did this knife come from? I'm over here sitting contemplating like who could have did what. Probably could have slipped it in my bag on the train or whatever, and I wasn't paying attention. But then again, they still caught it in my bag. So they was like, "Oh, why is this in your bag, blah blah blah." I'm telling them I don't know, it's not mine. And I'm explaining to them like we actually have like a box cutter in the house, but it's a totally different color and a totally different shape of what they pulled out of my bag. That's how I know this wasn't from my house, because the box cutter is still in the same spot upstairs where we keep it at. So I'm sitting there mad tight, and they're like, you know, giving me the speech. They was like, "Listen, we know you're not that type of kid, but because it breached scanning and we caught it in your bag, you're gonna have to get a superintendent suspension." What? I said a superintendent suspension? I'm trying to think of ultimatums to ask them. I'm like, can't y'all just throw the knife away? Can't y'all just like, you know, just take it and expose of it for like for the rest of the day and just let me like rock. There was like we would, but because of procedure and because like it actually like was brought in and we had to search you and do all that, we have to do a superintendent suspension. It's just protocol. And then they called my mother in front of me, and then my mother was telling them like, I'm not that type of child. I wouldn't carry that on me. I wouldn't need to be double, triple checking my bag because I wouldn't be thinking to bring something like that, so I wouldn't have to check my bag other than what I have: books, water, snacks, things of that nature, keys, whatever was in my bag. And then the assistant principal is dead agreeing with my mother, like sincerely, so hardly agreeing with my mother. She's like, yes, I know he's not that type of kid. I love your son. He always does stuff for me because I'm always helping out faculty around the building because I'm just like that. I'm a nice person. I'm a nice person at heart. So I'm helping out and doing all this stuff. So it's kind of helping me in my favor. Plus, I never got written up, never been suspended in kindergarten, first grade, never been suspended. This is my first time ever being suspended, bro. So she's like agreeing with my mom. She's like, yeah, I know he's not a bad kid. He helps me out all the time, blah, blah, blah. I love him. So then she puts a security guard on the phone that got the box cutter out of my bag. And the security guard is agreeing the same way with my mom, the same way the principal was agreeing with her. She was like, yes, I love your son. Because me and the security guard actually used to work out after school in the school gym to like, you know what I'm saying, get right, you know what I'm saying, get aki, get fit, whatever. Like we really spend time together. Like we really like that. Like I had that type of relationship with my faculty members. So they're all looking like, okay, we know he didn't do this, but because it was in his bag, we just gonna have to assume that it's his, even though we know that it's not his. It's just protocol. That's all. That's the only thing that messed me up, is because it's just protocol. It was just protocol. That's all they kept saying, because they know that's nothing else they could say, because they know I'm not the type of person to do that. They know I wouldn't bring no weapons in, and I'm not new to the school side. It's not like I didn't know the scanning was gonna be there and just bring it in regardless. Like they know, bro. They know. They know the real me. They know I'm not like that. So I'm talking to the security guard inside the room now that was running the bag through like 3-4 times to see if he still kept saying the same thing. Me and him was having like a good conversation. He was just like, you know what I'm saying, be more careful, check your bag, do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? This probably won't even be that serious because they only gave me a 10-day suspension. If I was a different person and I already had something on my record, they would have gave me like 30 days minimum. But because they went through my record and I have no offenses, not even a write-up for talking down on a teacher, to a student, faculty member, nothing. And it's just great GPAs, honor rolls, awards. I'm in a special program in the morning to do freaking OSHA training. If y'all don't know what an OSHA is, basically like construction work, masonry work, basically like the people that build like the outsides and around your house and things of that nature. Yeah, I'm in that type of programs and stuff like that. So I'm like, how y'all just gonna do this? And like, y'all know I don't have a bad record. Like, y'all just gonna still give me suspension. Protocol. I'm like, alright. So I'm like, alright, it's whatever. I'm just gonna do my 10 days and be done with it. So they said I was valid to stay for the rest of the day, but I had to come at the end of the day to get the papers to go to the suspension site. Today was my first day at the suspension site, but before we get to all that, I had to call my mother. I had to call my mother, set the record straight, and tell her that your son is not bringing weapons into the school. As soon as she called me, she went off. She was like, why the f you bringing weapons inside the freaking school? I'm like, Ma, let me tell you what happened. I told her the situation, told her it wasn't mine, and it didn't even come from house. And I told her to check where the box cutter was at in the house, and it was still in the same spot. So that's how you know that didn't come from the house. So she was on my side at this point now. I mean, she was already on my side before, because, you know, that's my mom, and she knows the real me too. But it's like, even ahead of that, it's just common sense. You wouldn't purposely walk through a security scanner just to get stopped if you know you have it on you. That's why I was so confident letting them check my bag, telling them to do whatever they want to do with the bag, because they wasn't gonna find nothing. But next thing you know, it was a freaking box cutter inside of my side pocket. And I didn't even bring the bag downstairs to show y'all like which pocket it was. Oh well, whatever. Y'all know like the little side pockets on book bags. Y'all know how that works. So then they found out, whatever. Now I'm just chilling in there for like a whole nother hour or so. They trying to fill out the paperwork. And then after that, they was like, all right, you cleared to go to class. Go up to class, spend the rest of my days out, and I have to inform all my teachers that this is happening so they don't just mark me absent for the 10 days. So I'm telling every teacher, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, and some teachers that I was cool with before last year, I told them about it too. And they was still on my side because I was with them last year and I didn't give them no problems. I was doing all my work. I was helping out some of the teachers in my off time, whatever, come up during lunch, come up after school. Like, I'm really like just that type of person. So they was all like on my side, like how it's BS, how the system, and it's just protocol that you have to go through that, and it's already gonna be on your record, like things of that nature, and colleges are gonna see it. It was just a crazy process, and this all happened on the first day of school. I didn't even go to my second day of school today. I had to go to the suspension site somewhere downtown. Like, I'm dead. Like, I'm chilling about it because I know I didn't do it, but it's just the fact that like all this is happening just because it's a system put in place to like just have that happen because of the severity of it. And they said, and I talked to the security guard that, you know, pulled the thing out of my bag. And that was the one I told you I work out with after school, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, she kind of acts like my second mom at school. She keeps me in check, you know what I'm saying? Whenever I'm mad, I go talk to her, watch it, such and such. And then she was like, well, I should smack you. Why would you do that? And I explained the story to her too. And she was like, just be more careful. And she put me onto something too. She was like, you lucky the blade was under 4 inches. I'm like, why does it matter if it's under 4 inches? Because she said if it was over or 4 inches, I could have got arrested and had to go to the juvenile detention center in Manhattan. Yo, I'm so glad that blade was not over 4 inches, bro, because I wouldn't even probably have showed, like, I wouldn't even posted this video today if I was in a juvenile detention center. Like, I would have really got arrested for something that wasn't mine, that was planted on me, because somebody was probably trying to get rid of it. Because like I said, it was mad metal, rusty, and the blade was rusty, looking like it was being used for like 5+ years. Like, it was just disgusting. But it's crazy how that just got put on me, and then now I gotta go through all of this, bro. All of this, now it's on my record. For now it's on my record. I told y'all the case is getting dropped and all that because we just handled that today when I went to the suspension site. And even people at the suspension site was like, nah, that's crazy how they just gonna suspend you and it's not even yours, and the amount of days that they gave you is not even sufficient for the amount of time that should really like be for. Like, I got 10 days, like, you should at least get like just 5 days, because when it got, 1, it wasn't yours, and 2, you have a clean record, and number 3, school's already talking about not doing, like, you know, suspensions or whatnot. So it's like, it's crazy how I'm still in that situation. I still gotta go through that because now they're wasting my time. I could have been at school right now doing my homework, or like, literally, I'm making this video around 1 o'clock. This video is coming up around 1 o'clock. At this point in time, I would still be in school doing whatever I'm supposed to be doing. And now I'm at home making this video for y'all so y'all can get another banger story time, because this literally just happened yesterday. I'm trying to tell y'all. So this message is just to double check your bag if you have a skate in school, and also just be aware of your surroundings, because I was so much paying attention on recording, I probably didn't see nobody slip a pocket knife in my bag or whatever. But I assure y'all, like, it wasn't mine, and I wasn't on no tip like that. Like, that wasn't even me. That's not my character. That's not who I am. I wouldn't bring blades. I wouldn't bring something to endanger somebody else's life to the school. Get it? Alright, boom. But yeah, guys, that was that quick story time about how I got suspended on my first day of school, and I'm a senior now. Like, it was literally the first day of school. It wasn't even an hour past the school. School started at 8:15. They did the whole paperwork and case thing at 8. Oh, I'm bugging. School started at 8. They did the case and paperwork at 8:15. It hasn't even been a whole hour yet since school started, and I got booked, and now I'm suspended. First day of school. That's crazy, bro. But yeah, guys, that's been that, like, you know, that story time or whatever. That's different. It's crazy. I still gotta go through the process. I'm chilling about it because I know I didn't do it, and they said they're gonna throw out the case anyway. So I'll be back to school most likely Monday next week or Tuesday. They said one of those days. We got a call to confirm that, because I pleaded no contest. Because if you plead contest, then you gotta go through the whole hearing and all that. But if you plead no contest and they throw out the case early, then you just go back to school whenever the school says you could come back. That's why they're informing the school right now on, like, how I'm good now, so they could bring me back. So they're probably putting in paperwork right now to bring me back. So that's why I said I should be back over the weekend around Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, guys, like I'm saying for the 3rd time in a row, that has been that story time. Make sure to leave a like, comment if this ever happened to you. If you ever got suspended, please comment and leave a like. if you're listening to this right now, if you made it to this point in the video, listening to this, leave a like right now. I need more likes. I need to know that y'all enjoy this content. I need to know what y'all like so I can bring y'all the things that y'all like so I can keep watching. You know what I'm saying? Tell a friend about it. Share it. Don't forget to subscribe. This has been the Popular Outcast. We out here.